Good morning. Happy Monday to you. Welcome back to 4 More Minutes. I am the Soul Stir, Sam Bailey, stirring up your hearts and your minds for God. I want to start off the week by saying I hope everyone had a good weekend. And I appreciate all of you who, first of all, are subscribers to The Soul Stir on YouTube. If you can, please go in and subscribe. We appreciate you. I think we're almost at about 500 subscribers, so we're almost there. And this is an important way for us to continue to get the messages out into the world, messages of inspiration, of hope, of encouragement. And so we appreciate all of you who are a part of that. So we're almost to the end of the year. Only a couple more weeks left to the end of the year, so we still got time to get our minds right, to face the transition of a new year and do things better than we did before. Today, to that end, I want to talk about perspective. I think it's so important to realize that perspective is not the main thing. It really is the only thing. Sometimes in life, it's not about what happens to us, it's about how we respond to it. You can have two different people and they can have something happen to them and they can look at the perspective differently. They can see it from a different perspective. Perspective is everything, which means it's how you see what's occurring in your life, how you view it, how you analyze it, how you process it. And perspective gives you an edge or it puts you at a deficit. The difference between successful people and unsuccessful people are just how they look at what they have. It's how they handle or process the hand that has been dealt to them. All of us have a hand that's dealt to us in life, right? You can't dictate where you come from, your parents, the city that you're born in, where you're from, your height, how you look, your color of your skin. There's so many factors that happen in life that you can't dictate. But then what do you do once you realize these are my factors, this is my situation, this is who I am, and I have to go from there. And I think it's so important to look at it. Look at it. You lay your hand out and you say, "This is what I have. So what am I doing with it? Am I making the best of it? Am I making the most of it? Am I making lemonade out of these lemons of life, or do I continue to trip over and stumble over, or make excuses about the hand that I have been dealt with?" And I think perspective all comes from insight. Perspective, outlook begins with inlook. It begins on how you have a thought life, what your relationship is like with God, how you view the God of heaven and earth and his awesome and mighty power. And then you translate that into your own life, how you see yourself and where do you see yourself and what is your faith level and how you believe in things. And then that translates into how you see the others. And it's so funny, I have to deal with this daily, deal with people who have a very limited view of themselves and a very limited view of God. And then oftentimes they want to project that on me, but I reject their projection. And I like to see things from a bigger picture, but also like to see God and the glory of God in the details of life. It's the small victories. It's the things that people often overlook. It's the things that we forget about. It's the things that we don't take into account or consideration to say that, you know what, this is part of my process, this is part of my journey. So what I'm saying today is just choose to look at it differently. Choose to look at it from a proper perspective. Choose to look at it sometimes objectively, how is this really, you know? And the truth is, most of the things that we worry about don't even happen. And that's a stone cold fact. Most of the things we worry about don't even happen. So just continue to press forward, continue to have the right outlook, and remember, perspective is everything. And I want to encourage you this week to take a long, hard look at what's happening in your life, and maybe you'll be able to see it. Not just look at it, but be able to see it and see it clearly, and then know how to move forward from there with your newfound insight. So, God bless you. Have a wonderful week. And if you can, please share these messages with someone, and we'll see you again tomorrow, right here on 4 More Minutes.